On January 14th, 2025, Rigetti Computing CEO sat down with the Wall Street analyst and they went through a Q&A session. I read that transcript and I found a lot of revealing information, a lot of information that I thought investors that are interested in Rigetti Computing or just quantum computing stocks in general would be really interested in hearing or would be really interested in learning more about. So that's why I made this video. I wanted to go through those key points highlighted by the CEO of Rigetti Computing as a result of some really intuitive questions that were asked by the Wall Street analyst. So let me share these details with you.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So one of the goals of Rigetti Computing and quantum computing researchers and companies worldwide is to reach thousands and thousands of qubits at high rates of fidelity. And Rigetti Computing CEO said that their view is that to reach thousands or tens of thousands of qubits, we will need to tie the chips together just like the CMOS industry. Now, Rigetti Computing approaches the development of quantum computing in a certain way. And they talk about how there are several ways you can approach this technology, and their approach is a little bit different than some of the other companies that are in the quantum computing industry. And we'll learn more about that as this discussion continues. So Riverlane is a small competitor, or I shouldn't even say competitor, but a small company that does similar things to what Rigetti Computing does. And it's about the same size as Rigetti Computing with roughly 150 people. Now, Rigetti Computing CEO gives this company credit for the specific part of developing quantum computing technology, which is error correction. The Rigetti CEO was saying that Riverlane is really good at that. They developed skills in that category that we admire that is better than what we could do. And so when we saw what they were doing, they partnered and started incorporating their error correction code in our stack, in Rigetti Computing stack. And again, this goes to elaborate on the comment I made above in on talking about what the CEO said above in their particular approach to developing quantum computing. The CEO talks about how they have a more modular approach, an approach that opens itself up to possibilities like this, where when they see someone else or some other enterprise with a technology that they can incorporate into theirs, they can do that. They created their system in a way that can incorporate that kind of technology. They also talked about, and I don't have it highlighted here, a similar situation, a hypothetical situation, highlighting Nvidia and its technology, saying that if Nvidia is to achieve some breakthrough in this category that they can incorporate into their system is flexible towards that. Their flexibility opens itself up to opportunities, and this is one example of an opportunity they were able to capitalize on because of their flexibility. The foundation of this development is with flexibility in mind. Of course, if you're watching this video and you're following the quantum computing industry, you probably heard about the big announcement that Google made with its quantum computing research team and Google Willow. They were able to achieve a breakthrough that sent the entire industry into euphoria. Stock prices jumped by over 1,000%. Of course, this must be review for you. But the Rigetti Computing CEO alludes to that and saying that the next challenge we have is obviously to do what Google Willow did, which is surface error correction code and demonstrate that you could reduce the errors with longer surface error correction code. No reason why it won't happen. And this was a counterintuitive result. That's what really impressed the Rigetti Computing CEO, is that they're able to deliver this counterintuitive result. The CEO was also cautious in informing investors not to consider sales right now. Right now, and the reason not to consider sales because right now most of their technology is being used as research for research purposes, not by enterprises. So most of the work right now with the QPUs have that that Rigetti Computing has sold is for research applications. So they're doing fundamentally quantum physics experiments, pulsing tuning, etc. These aren't enterprise applications. These aren't companies trying to develop a new technology or do something better than they're already doing, save costs, improve service. This isn't what it's being used for right now. Still, some of the conclusions that they come up with, that their partners come up with, they try to incorporate. That's what I've been talking about with Rigetti Computing, and why, even though the sales numbers are small and they're not dealing with enterprises, uh, with enterprise applications, still in communicating with their customers and getting feedback from the customers and incorporating the things that their customers have learned, the research labs have learned, they get to iterate and improve on the technology, and that's important. Getting feedback from your customers is important. In my case, getting feedback from my viewers is important. It allows me to improve my product and service. It allows me to learn what you all value and what you all would like to see more of, and what works for you, what's not working for you. And all of that I get to learn from and incorporate and improve. And the same way, Rigetti Computing, in conversations with its counterparties, with its customers, it can learn from it, it can adapt to it, it can improve upon the product and service that it's offering. So it's important for them to have customers, even if those customers right now don't mean a whole lot in terms of total revenue for the company, because the total revenue is such a percentage that the operating expenses far outweigh them, and that's likely to be the case for several years more. And these incremental sales that they might make or not make is not going to change that fact. They're not going to make any sale today that's going to fundamentally change the fact that they are going to be going through a lot more money every year compared to what they will be bringing in. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.